Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another ZEEVERFETT review. My name is Matt.
My name is Ryan, and today we're gonna review
Stargirl,
episode 6,
Justice
Society.
Society. What did we like about this episode?
I like the costumes.
I like the Hourman costume the most.
The Hourman costume is pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked how the team is slowly kind of coming together a little bit, but from the last episode to this episode, they were like, you know, they didn't want Beth to have the Dr. Midnight costume.
Yeah,
then
all
it's
of a
kind of
sudden-
on loan.
All of a sudden, they're on. She's
then,
just on board. Yeah, she's Dr. Midnight.
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
I just don't like the sudden changes. It's kind of like with Brainwave.
Like, I'm on my own.
That first episode, he calls Yolanda a slut, and then all of a sudden he bumps into her in the hallway. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? I just the sudden changes in character, I don't like.
Yeah, he's very moody.
Yeah,
Because then at the pool, he was back to douche.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just weird, man.
it's not really consistent.
Yeah, I mean, but that's teenagers. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, teenagers are morons.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
It would have been nicer to have seen them sort of like kind of doing something smaller than going after the gambler or whatever, you know.
Well,
like,
that's what they were,
you know, doing
originally
like a costume fitting, like you sort of did with Yolanda. Yolanda had that form fitting, you know, outfit or whatever.
Yeah,
that
everything
sort of,
else is like
formed her, you know, body
everything
type.
else is just like, yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
It's one size fits
We don't
all,
need a
guys.
tailor. Yeah,
The only person that tailored was Stargirl. Like that's just that's crazy.
and that was a pretty good sequence. And
Yeah.
then with Yolanda as Wildcat, that was a pretty good sequence. With the other two, it was just like, we ain't got time.
Yeah, Justice Society.
Justice Society, here you go. What are some things that you did not like about
Well,
the
I
episode?
guess like what you were telling me a while ago was the fighting sequences.
Were they using wire work? I couldn't really tell. It just seemed like it was just
Our man was definitely getting
overused.
some airtime.
Yeah. There was just a lot of extra flipping, and I was like, wait a minute, they would have already hit the ground by now. It was just like, you know, the laws of gravity, you know, even when they were trying to flip around and like throw somebody to the ground, it just took a little bit longer
Yeah.
to do so because there was just a little bit more flair.
I definitely think that Titans is on top with choreography for the
Right,
DC
and they're
shows.
both Berlanti Productions.
Yeah.
It just seems like the people that have done the 2 seasons of Titans kind of understood how the wire rigs work.
Yeah, and I didn't understand the whole like I'm holding a car. I thought he was gonna throw it at him. He didn't do anything. He just
He just got hit.
look
with,
how strong I am.
yeah.
And
And that was kind of it. And then he was out, and then Stargirl comes in, and then the staff
kicks
gets
ass.
thrown.
Yeah. Well, the staff's doing all the work.
The staff is doing all the work, but then the staff goes up in the air, comes back down. You're like, oh wait, maybe something's going on with the staff. She needs to take it back to
I was
Pat.
like, that's bullshit.
And
It's
have
a
it
cosmic
repaired.
staff. Like,
and then all of a sudden it's just okay, back to normal. Let's back to kicking
it's a
ass.
cosmic staff.
Another problem that I had was Iron Giant coming in and just kind of standing there like, you know, like, dude, you're in a robot that basically
They have a giant
can't
robot.
do anything.
They have a giant robot.
Yeah, it's time to go. Do you have a badminton? I'm going to throw one out and head out because I saw this big robot that obviously is pretty clunky and can't really do much. And I want to see them do more with this robot, you know, like,
Yeah,
why
the only thing
hell-
we've seen is the fist.
Yeah, the fist, and that was like it lost a lot of zeal because it just wasn't exciting.
Yeah, I was
It
hoping
was-
I
it was
was
made for
hoping we'd
comedy.
see Pat actually do something because throughout the whole episode they're like, Our Man was like, yeah, you're useless. What are you good for? You haven't done anything.
Yeah,
Pat
he-
just lands there and they just run away.
I can see why you're so useful now because you were in a robot that stood
scared
behind
them
them. See,
away.
you intimidate people. Your powers of intimidation.
I did not like that. And, another thing, man, we're supposed to be talking about things that we did like.
No, we've crossed that threshold. We're into things
I
we
loved
didn't like
seeing
about
the whole thing together. I loved this episode was amazing. I loved the episode.
It's a good episode, but I mean, we can nitpick.
Yeah,
And so we
I'm
are nitpicking.
very nitpicky.
So there we go. So
Another
back
thing
to
I didn't like was Sportsmaster and Tigress were crackheads or meatheads. Like I just did not like that whatsoever. Artemis was a meathead.
Oh,
I don't
she
remember
was
those
so
characters
aggressive.
being like that. Because I'm familiar with Young Justice, and that's just like my portrait of how they are. And just in this episode, I didn't.
Well, it's a different iteration, different incarnation. It's a different direction for the same characters. You know, there can be different.
Yeah, there could be different iterations. It's just I didn't like that iteration. I didn't like how they're just like jocks, like sports jocks, just on crack.
Sportsmaster.
sports master jocks.
And then Colonel Sanders comes in and drops this, popcorn on the floor or whatever it was, and they're like, "We keep our clean school out here. Or we keep our schools clean."
We're known for keeping our schools clean. Pick it up.
Yeah, and that was just, it was a waste. It was like, what are you? It was such a nonsensical scene. It really didn't do any character development.
And that's when Colonel Sanders came in and was like, here's your mission, and then just walked away.
Here's your mission. Okay. Well, maybe that didn't convey properly.
It was a
for
trap.
Me. I was just like, okay, I thought maybe he was in like a different section.
He was just at home. I think he was at home.
Yeah,
or something.
and he had the cat there that was making a disturbance.
Yeah. No, he brings the cat everywhere.
Okay,
I don't know. That's just what he does.
So overall, it was a good episode.
Yeah, love the episode.
Still interested in the show, in the series.
It's definitely getting better. Like I'm definitely into it.
There's more action,
just small things.
Yeah,
that I don't
small
like.
Little things that we pick out that we're like, that's a little bit off. That they could have refined
because we're fans.
Yeah,
we are fans.
Yeah, we have passion.
So.
Yeah. There's your passion.
So, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. So let's start that.
Can you let me
again.
freaking do this? Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Comment down below what your favorite moment was, what you didn't like. Take it away, Ryan.
Subscribe, hit the bell notification, tell your friends about us, and we will see you in the next episode review, which will be in a couple days.
Hopefully the next outro would be great.